Yo, what's up, team? Welcome back to J3 Entertainment, where you about to get that true reaction. Where's my walking stick experience?
That's right, y'all. We're back and going into Hell's Kitchen.
You know what that means? Let's make it hot. Duh. Do you feel me?
What he said.
What we got for her, bro?
Daredevil, Born Again, Episode 3, The Hollow of His Hand.
You know the first thing I thought of?
What?
Happy Gilmore.
Okay, yeah. That's dope.
Oh, man.
Great series, great start, epic introduction. But before we get started and move forward, man, I wanted to give a shout out to an actor that we lost, Camar De Los Reyes, man. Rest in peace. He's the actor that ran as White Tiger in the series. And I looked him up, and he has some epic stuff on his credentials. He did a lot of voiceover work in the Call of Duty universe.
Nice.
Yeah, man. But he's going to be very well missed. I like what he brought to the table, and thank you for your contributions to cinema, man. Appreciate it.
No, yeah. Showing love is what we do.
Yeah.
And, you know, gone too soon.
Yeah, man.
Right.
R.I.P.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Y'all ready?
Yeah,
time.
man. Let's do this.
It's time, man.
To be born again.
We're going to start this ride now.
Vanessa's resistance is hurting you with traditional voters.
I think he's going to take his wife out, bro.
That would be a different approach.
You don't want to do this.
So that is the Punisher sign.
Yes.
You was right, bro. One for Ronin.
Yeah.
That's
I
what
knew it
they
was a
say.
skull. Shout out to the chat for looking out for me.
I know it was a skull, too, but I didn't think it was Punisher's skull.
Yeah.
That explains why he's
Chris told
returning.
me, he said it wasn't it. I blame Chris for that. Sorry, man.
Whatever.
You good?
I
You
take
good?
it
You
on
good?
the chin.
Hey.
Bring you some food.
No. Luquillo is a beach near where I'm from in Puerto Rico. To me, it's the most beautiful place on earth. White sand, palm trees, and the coqui. This little tree frog doesn't croak. It sings its name. I laugh because the tourists, man, they think it's noisy and annoying, but to us Boricuas, man, it's a magical sound.
You're gonna see that beach again, Hector. I promise. And you'll be reunited with your family.
Shit.
Oh, man. Atmosphere already.
Setting that drama tone for sure.
Looking like that truck on Ninja Turtles 2. Babies!
Evening, gentlemen. Couldn't trouble you for the keys to this fine vehicle, could I?
Irish.
Very much. And, wallets while you're at it.
I wonder if he's a cop.
Yeah, you never know now.
man.
You too, Susan.
You know whose truck this is?
Are you a hard man, are you?
Yeah.
Silly wee bastard.
Damn.
Oh, man.
Crazy.
I'm not afraid.
Hey, I was there, bro. That's in the
Nice.
Bronx. Shout out to Viz Cat for that experience, man. Stanley, where he grew up as across the street, like the apartment complex.
Oh, bet.
Bill Finger and Bob Kane, all of them, like in that mix right there,
That's
bro.
iconic in
for real?
itself.
Dang.
Love
Yeah,
that.
man. Shout out to Viz Cat for that, man. That was an experience, bro.
That's cool.
That's dope.
I was sitting right there on them steps, man, sucking it all in.
History.
That made my day. I was there, bro. That's cool.
I hear Bacon's Freud triptych is coming up for auction.
The yellow one.
You remember?
I remember.
We could wash 200 million through that sale.
I know that it hurts to just sit by, but I'm reaching for higher goals.
Such as?
Sorry to bother you, sir. Last night there was a double homicide not half a mile from the port.
We should make the appropriate calls and inspire Chief Gallo to make it a priority.
Yeah, we can try.
They're misbehaving because there's no one at the head of the table. Without you or me there, they'll turn on each other.
They're rats.
That's true.
Rats at the bottom of the barrel. Let them kill each other.
And when they're done with each other, whoever is left standing will come after you.
That world, petty blood feuds, none of it is our concern.
I want some of that orange juice he drinking. That's that good juice. Look at this poured out of.
Very interesting.
He trying to suppress that that crime, that anger.
You know you don't need those glasses indoors, right?
I'm sorry, are you talking to me?
Who's there? You're a blind lawyer who can fight.
Officer Powell.
You know, Murdock, I bet Judge Cooper would be interested to hear that you're interfering with a police investigation.
Oh, I think you mean a shakedown.
Well, doesn't exactly seem ethical. I bet he'd throw you right off the case.
Well, at least I won't go to jail. Witness tampering is a serious offense. Now maybe you get lucky and the DA only slaps you with a misdemeanor. But I doubt it. I'll see you in court, officer.
Nice.
Yep, that's him.
Yep, that's him. Ice-T coming with it.
Hey, Clark Johnson.
Yeah, they need to add Ice-T in there quick, bro.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, I seen that fool a couple weeks ago.
Hey, Cherry Cola. Come on, man.
First of all, it's not a party. I'm not your man. And this is just for me to get you on the stand without sweating and puking.
Relax. I got you.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Did you and Officer Shanahan see much action that night? What happened there?
Well, we were just finishing up a routine sweep. You know, a place is like a ghost town. And the defendant, he just came out of nowhere.
Damn.
Did you tell the defendant to stop?
Yes, many times.
Don't react, Hector.
We yelled, we flashed our badges.
Damn, that was tight.
I feel Kel pull him off me. Next thing I know, the guy just takes Kel and he just pushes him in front of the train.
Damn.
I know how hard this is for you.
Me and Kel Shanahan, we were partners for 8 years. Kel Shanahan was my best friend. That's all over now.
No further questions.
That's messed up. But he's good. He's good. He lying with a straight face.
Yep.
Officer Powell, good morning. I'm told you have a black eye. I hope everything is okay. My client arrived at the station. The place was a ghost town.
Yeah.
Meaning you and your partner were alone on the platform.
Yes.
By alone, you mean just the two of you, no one else.
That's right.
There's no passenger waiting for a train.
No.
He's good, too.
Nicky Torres is a confidential informant. Used to work with the NYPD. In fact, used to work with you and Officer Shanahan directly. Officer Powell, did you and Officer Shanahan have an arranged meeting with Nicky Torres on the platform that night?
I told you I don't know him.
Why'd you wait so long?
Torres.
Damn.
Yo.
Crooked.
Hey,
Oh,
this is great.
you saw that design across the top of the skull?
Yeah.
That's why I didn't think it was Punisher.
He's almost
They
ready.
got vigilantes within the precinct.
What's he doing?
Hey, you promised I'd be safe.
We're fine if you stay out of sight. Come on, let's go.
They're basically saying that Punisher can man people, we can do it too. And they're using his brand to be excusable.
What says you can't be here? I'm not wearing hockey pads.
Exactly. Exactly. Yo. That was good. That was good.
Oh, man.
I don't like this.
He know the streets, though.
Yep.
But he's an ex-cop, so he knows what's up. Oh, snap.
No,
Talk about
Mr.
Terminator. The same
Say,
thing.
that's a nice van. Smart. 10 to 2.
Morning, officer.
Get out of the van, asshole.
Where is he?
He not in there, though.
Open it.
I told you I'm
Yo.
good with calculations.
Yeah.
Impeccable timing, buddy. Would you state your name for the record?
My name's Nicky Torres. I told the cops I'd help him out sometimes.
And by help out, you mean become a confidential informant?
Yeah.
Mr. Torres, is that what you were doing on the night of New Year's Eve? Were you passing along information to Officers Shanahan and Powell?
Yeah, these cops is.
They mean mugging him.
Remembering you're under oath.
No. I was home all night.
Oh, my God.
Forgive me, I'm confused here. Oh, this is bullshit.
Just end it.
Well, what's it gonna be, Mr. Murdock?
Withdraw the witness.
That's messed up, bro. But I understand. Now you're going to get murked.
Yep.
I know it wouldn't been that easy. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
The mayor's 30 minutes late.
He won't be joining us. Now, the shootout 2 days ago at the port is just the latest in a long line of very noisy mistakes. All this arguing, bloodshed, chaos, it's getting in the way. 1.8. That's the number.
Oh yeah, I got a better idea. How about I pay $0 to Victor, and you go tell Fisk if he's got something to say to me, he can come tell me himself. I don't take orders from the mayor's errand boy.
I don't work for the mayor. I work for the man.
Yes, but he was fine. So what the hell happened?
Maybe the cops got to him, or they threatened his kid.
Or he was never on our side in the first place.
Powell did everything in cash, kept it all off the books.
You testify for them? Is there a case we can hang on him?
Nothing I found.
What about they tattoos?
He tells his side of the story, the truth. And we hope the jury see him the way we do. It's our only move.
We're gonna need a lot more bourbon.
Maybe we can get Fist to get him off. I need a favor. I don't know if...
I sent Buck to Luca to tell him to pay Victor 1.8 restitution for the hijacking.
Let's not fall into a place where I don't trust you.
I don't like watching everything fall apart.
I respect that. You wanted to keep the peace. Sometimes peace needs to be broken. And chaos must reign. Just for a moment, to build a stronger order.
Is that what it is? Chaos? Before a stronger peace? Or is it my penance for what I did?
No.
You're punishing me for Adam.
I'm not punishing you for anything.
You're leaving me out in the cold.
Thank you for your patience. Now, where were we?
I like how they're really showing New York, man.
Yeah.
How often would you say you're at the 168th Street subway station?
No, a few times a week. It's close to the apartment.
Were you there on New Year's Eve?
Yes.
Would you mind walking us through what happened that night?
I bought some flowers at La Bodega, and I was heading down to the station.
Where were you going, Mr. Ayala? Mr. Ayala?
My wife and I, we live with my sister and my niece. Soledad and I, we've always dreamt of having our own place, and I had finally saved up the money. I put a deposit down on a studio in the South Bronx. It's not much, but it's ours. I was going there to put the flowers there for the next day.
Because you wanted to surprise your wife.
Yes.
What happens next?
I heard yelling. Sounded like someone was in trouble, so I ran down to see what was going on.
What did you see?
A man getting beat up.
Did you know the man?
No, and I never saw him again until yesterday in court. Now I know his name is Nicky Torres.
What about the men who were doing the beating? Did you know them?
No.
Did you know they were police officers?
No. I yelled at them to stop, and they didn't. So I ran down to help, and then everything just happened so fast. I was just trying to help. I didn't want anyone to get hurt.
Could have just walked away, ignored the problem. You decided to risk your own safety to help a stranger. It wasn't the first time, was it?
I don't understand.
Well, I'm just saying that you've put yourself in harm's way before. Many times. The question is, why?
Because he was in trouble.
You intervened that night because you're a hero.
Matt, don't do this.
Mr. Ayala, yes or no? Are you the vigilante known as the White Tiger?
Objection.
Oh!
Mr. Ayala.
Order in my court.
He like, shoot. I mean,
Oh, he was supposed to do that.
Yes, he was. That's all he got.
It's all he had, but he had already set the thing up to where that was buried.
It's good strategy.
Well, you are
Yeah.
a real slippery piece of shit, you know
You
that?
sat in that very spot, and you misled me.
Is there a division of hypocrisy at Murdock and
No,
Associates?
stop it.
Here.
Stop it.
I can strike this from the record, but that is pointless. I can declare a mistrial, but it's out already, so I'd say that ship has sailed. Put me in quite a bind, Mr. Murdock.
I didn't mean to disrespect the court, Your Honor.
You blew open this door, Mr. Murdock, which means...
Yeah, it's open season on my client. I get it.
Well, that's it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I sit atop a pyramid of over 500 ADAs. You're not going to be able to stumble into traffic court without one of them up your ass. I hope it was worth it.
My thing is, if they know he's a vigilante and he's fighting the fight,
Yeah.
how do they feel now?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
If you have enough evidence, he should go to prison. But give him a fair try, which I don't think he's going to get it.
That's crazy. I like that. They showing how the city thinks about it.
You should have asked me first.
I know.
It wasn't your secret to tell.
Just trying to keep you out of prison, buddy. We were losing. I had to take a big swing. You know, Hector, if you are acquitted, your White Tiger days are over. I mean, you know that, right? You can't ever put that suit back on.
But his niece can.
There are other ways to help, other ways to contribute. You have to think about your family now. They need you. And for what it's worth, I think you might be surprised at how much you don't miss being him.
We had just dropped our son off at a game. We were driving home, and this SUV, it runs a stop sign, and it just plows right into us. The engine caught on fire. I tried to open the door, but it was stuck. I thought for sure we were dead, until all of a sudden I see someone running toward us. It was White Tiger.
I got goosebumps off of that.
Oh, man.
He saved our lives.
A few weeks ago, I was leaving work. It was late, and I have to cut through this alley to get home. This guy, he tries to grab me. I screamed, but then I saw he had a knife. I was so scared. If White Tiger hadn't been there, I don't know what would have happened.
And now, let's hear from a more objective party. On the night of October 2nd at 2:38 a.m., I responded to an attempted burglary call. When I arrived, the suspect was hiding in an alley, and before I could draw my weapon, he attacked me without provocation. We fought, and then White Tiger appeared. He intervened, pulled the suspect off me, then helped me subdue and arrest the suspect.
They feel like shit.
More police reports. Officer Reyes, Wong, Officer Morales, Officer Grant.
They've been fighting the same fight, but somebody was crooked within.
Different version of the same story. And it isn't the story of a man who has a vendetta against the police. In fact, I think many of the people in this room would consider White Tiger to be an ally.
Damn!
That's powerful, man.
Police said Hector attacked them, that he came out of nowhere. That's what they said. But why would Hector, the White Tiger, why would he do this without the amulet? It gives him extraordinary strength and power. Would any of you walk into battle with one arm tied behind your back? I wouldn't. Every night, Hector Ayala goes out and risks his life to keep his neighborhood safe, to protect his community. So ask yourselves, does this sound like the type of man who would murder a police officer in cold blood? He is a man of integrity. The community says so. The police say so. The mask doesn't make the man.
The man makes the
whether
mask.
Hector Ayala is wearing a white tiger suit or not, he's a hero. Thank you.
Oh, man.
You know, every morning I get up, I kiss my wife, I call my kids, I go to work to serve the people of this great city. I go to church every Sunday. Does that make me a good person? That was a trick question. Frankly, it's a false premise. Good people can do bad things. Bad people can do good things. Humans. Yes, Hector Ayala might have done some good things. Does that make him incapable of doing a bad thing? Of course not. Do you know what happens to a person when they get hit by a train? All of your bones break.
Except for Invincible.
Oh, jeez. I wasn't ready.
And that is exactly what happened to Officer Shanahan when Hector Ayala pushed him in front of that train. But we're supposed to be okay with that, right? Because he's done some nice things for people. Look around you. These men and women you see sitting here, they're officers of the law.
So they say.
And every single day, these brave men and women show up to serve the people of this city, to serve you, to serve me. And they do all that without a mask. If Hector's sole intent was to do good for his community, why is he hiding? Because the last time I checked, real heroes don't need to hide.
There it is. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Jonah Jameson. It's about to go down.
Yep.
He wears a mask. He's a bum. I think he's like, if I was out there, it probably would have never happened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Got some guilt on him.
Didn't he say he was there because Daredevil disappeared?
Yeah.
Has the jury reached a verdict?
We have, Your Honor.
Will the defendant please rise?
In the matter of the people versus Hector Ayala, on the count of murder in the first degree, the jury finds the defendant not guilty.
Woo!
On the count of murder in the second degree, not guilty. Count of manslaughter in the first degree, the jury finds the defendant not guilty.
Nice.
Congratulations, buddy.
They finna find out.
Yep.
They finna go to
Man,
Daredevil house.
Yeah. Better have each other's back.
I think they're gonna get him though.
We're grateful that justice was served, everyone. There's no further comment at this stage. Thank you.
So is Kingpin really?
Oh, he's not happy.
Daniel. Your friend, the journalist, BB. Tell her I want to see her again.
Uh-oh.
Absolutely. Shit finna hit the fan, bro.
He said no vigilantes.
Well, he can't be it no more.
Yeah, he's been outed. That's why, like Matt told him, after this, you can't do it no more.
They should have got him out the city.
So is this the Matt Murdock victory lap? You win the Ayala case, and now you get to enjoy the spoils.
Not quite yet. One thing's missing.
You're talking about your friend Foggy Nelson, right?
Yeah.
I was kind of wondering when you would.
Oh yeah, she's a psychologist. She all up in his business.
He certainly knew how to enjoy the good moments when they came.
Well then, here's to a man who cooks, a well-won case, and Foggy Nelson. May God hold them all in the hollow of his hand.
The Ayala verdict is an absolute miscarriage of justice.
Well, sir, a court and a jury found him not guilty.
Courts fail, juries get it wrong. I should know. Now, a masked vigilante, a murderer is allowed to roam the streets, and a veteran of the NYPD lies dead.
Wow.
A man who wears a mask to cover his face is a coward. These vigilantes, they are not heroes.
The setup.
Yep.
He should have stayed in the house.
And the acquittal of Hector Ayala demands that I keep it.
Oh!
The rule of law must prevail.
Damn.
Oh, shit. What the? So many questions. So many questions, bro. So many questions. So many questions.
Shit.
And we got another episode?
Oh, man.
What the hell?
Hey, man. I just live here.
Dang.
That.
I got to go back and see that walk, bro. I got to go back and see the walk.
Yeah.
Because it's like, is that Frank Castle's walk, bro? Like,
nah.
I got to see it, bro. I don't believe it.
It's not.
I don't think it's him.
I don't think Frank Castle would have did that.
It's not him.
No, he wouldn't.
Not knowing who it is.
Because he knows everything.
We got a copycat, y'all.
This is what I'm saying.
We got a copycat.
And that's what's going to pull him in.
Yes.
Like somebody framing me,
And
bro.
and that's what the tattoos were. They're using his image.
They're using his image.
And he's coming out.
And not only were they using it,
and he wants the world to know.
Yeah.
That I go after people who deserve it.
And he gotta let it show.
Yeah.
It's true. Diana Ross. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh.
Music is always involved.
Right?
That's epic.
He always got one.
Yeah.
Right. But not only were they using his symbolism on their tattoos, right?
Mm-hmm.
In this little sect that they have, this little, I don't want to call it a cult yet because I don't know, but this little sect inside the police, they're doing wrong and they're using his symbolism to do it.
Yes.
But now you've taken it a step further. You've taken out a quote unquote vigilante, and you used a guy wearing his symbol openly on his vest, right? And now, so what you're going to do? What are you going to try to set it up like Punisher did it when they investigated it? That's going to bring the real one to the city, and he's going to be looking to collect skulls.
Yeah, see, and they've effed up on that part because Frank Castle has intel on a lot of stuff. He was an FBI informant. He was ex-CIA.
Yeah.
He served in the war. Like, he has intel on everything, so he knows how the law works and who's doing what and what not. So that's going to work in his favor because he's not just killing random people.
No. And plus
there's people who are guilty and have done wrong to others that can't, help themselves or defend themselves. So now there's a war because when him and Daredevil had that conversation, he's like, yeah, there's people out there that can't make the hard decisions, but they're using his because it's like now it's excusable now.
Yeah.
Now they got somebody to blame.
We found a scapegoat.
We have a badge now.
Yeah.
So okay, bet. All right.
See, but
you're all getting punished.
Once again, even Frank Castle, as ruthless as he can be, he got a code. You don't like it. It's certain people he goes after. It's certain people he won't go after. I don't think knowing what he knows about White Tiger, because it's been outed, he's not going to go after him in while he's walking the street in uniform. No. So that's going to bring Frank Castle back to New York.
He was dead no matter what.
Yeah, he was. But I'm just saying that right there is bringing Frank, because I thought it was going to set him up to pull him into the alley and bada bing bada boom. But they went a different route. Oh man.
So I'm gonna say this. Now I've calmed down, that scene is even more sadder. It's a sad scene, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Just knowing the actor, he's no longer with us.
Yeah.
And he put an A1 performance up.
Oh yeah.
I really felt that scene. This is what I think. I think Kingpin is behind it all, first and foremost. I think Kingpin said, I want more. I'm tired of the scum. I want to run the real scum. The politicians. Right? Frank Castle is a prime example of vigilante. He is a true vigilante because he don't take no prisoners. He don't care. I think Kingpin has orchestrated it all the way around. I think he's like, I'm gonna control the higher part and I'm gonna let my wife control the bottom part. But I don't like what she's becoming. And the way he thinks, he wants it all. So he's like, that's why he said what he said. Don't take these steps where I don't trust you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because he's from the streets. He know what's up. Vanessa, I don't think is from the streets.
Nah.
She's a brought up female,
art curator.
You know what I mean? She did all that stuff like
intellect degree.
Yeah, she had it made.
Yeah.
Wilson did. So he doesn't like what she. I think that's why he wanted her, because she wasn't from his hood.
Mm-hmm. She wasn't part of that world.
She understood the fine things in life. Now, have you noticed she don't talk about none of that no more?
No.
Right? Yeah. It's crazy. It's a crazy thing. I think the last time I seen her talk about it, Bullseye was trying to take her out. But now we established that Punisher is the symbol. Wilson Fisk, I think, has manipulated the idea of vigilantes. And how can he get one of the most iconic vigilantes? By framing them within.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Because you know Daredevil ain't coming back.
Right.
He can't get Spider-Man. Because Spider-Man's an Avenger.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
So.
Oh, yeah. Because I was just remembering the events of No Way Home, but yeah, Spider-Man still.
Well, he spoke of him. He said, "With spiders on their chest and all that stuff." Unless he's talking about Venom.
Yeah,
There's definitely a street level civil war to a degree, and I like that because the start of this series showed that Matt Murdock and Wilson Fisk could be cool, depending on that conversation that they had at the diner, and they made the illusion that I'm gonna say that he could possibly change. And what's ended up happening is that beginning conversation was kind of a warning. Because Kingpin is trying to change low-key, but he's coming with different kind of power and things like that. I like how they're playing with the idea.
Yeah,
I totally disagree with you, bro.
Me too.
Hey, that's cool. But
I love it.
That's what I'm getting at because that's what it made it look like. It's like they were trying to, they were at odds, but they want the same thing, but going about it differently.
Go ahead.
Firstly, I'm going to say that Matt and Fisk can't be cool. They could be civil, right?
I totally disagree with you.
Well, because he was being civil in that moment. Matt doesn't want to be Daredevil. He said, "I'm going to take you at your word. I was raised to believe this type of way, so I'm going to take you at your word. But I'm also raised on retribution. So if you step out of line, bada bing."
Give me a reason to do what I don't want to do.
I believe he could have Matt can have a civil conversation, but that's Matt. That's not Daredevil, right? So
I disagree on both you guys. This is how I see it. I'm hungry. All right. No. This is how I see it. Though. I think this is where the confusion is, and no one has a wrong answer. This is what makes us human, and this is why the show is great. Because, all honesty, if we weren't in front of the camera right now, I would have called them up. It's like, yo, what you think was going on, bro? This is crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But this is what I see it. Matt and Wilson cannot be friends. It can't work. And the number one reason why it can't work is because they both are two strong-willed individuals. Kingpin's going to be Kingpin. Daredevil's gonna be Daredevil. They can't ever see eye to eye. Number one reason why, yes, they both grew up in the streets, but one grew up with morality and love to a degree. His father loved him.
Yeah,
he grew up in a loving community. Wilson Fisk didn't have that luxury. He grew up hard, like rough. He took his daddy out.
Yeah.
He already stepped over that cross. That he's a habitual line stepper. He keeps doing it. Every time he keeps stepping over that line, he don't care. He's Wilson Fisk. That's why they created that artwork of him is so. It's funny because they made him a big, muscular, fat guy, and because he wears what he looks like. He's a bully. The bald head. He's I'm Wilson Fisk. All right. He's always looked like that, right? So they made that character like that because who he represents is what he looks like. He could never be out of that world. That's just Wilson Fisk. Wilson Fisk is brilliant, though. He sees the way the world is changing. We're looking at it as low level. But in this world, now the MCU is officially back with this low level. He sees the power. He sees the elevation. There's Iron Man and Thors and stuff flying around and doing all this miraculous stuff, saving the world, and Spider-Man doing his thing. All this stuff is happening right now. I mean, Doctor Strange is down the block.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so you got all this going on. And he's like, I can lose my power overnight. What happens if the crime goes away? So if I control the streets and the politicians, because the next thing you're gonna try to run for is president. That is observation.
Mm-hmm.
So
you got different things going on. You got the political warfare aspect, and you definitely got modern warfare, and then you got the media in the middle. So you got the people in the middle.
but he already controls the underworld.
Yeah.
Now he's controlling the political.
Yeah. Political
If you control
warfare.
those two,
Yeah.
Then you're
you
legit,
kind of got the
You got the city at your knees at that
legit
point.
kingpin of New York. He controls both ends.
yeah. And right now, well, as far as I don't
As far
know,
as what we've seen.
Ross is the president.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So you got a lot.
Yeah.
And those,
MCU.
those chords, yeah.
You got a lot going on, and now that he's turned to Red Hulk, now you got to go to the, you know what I mean, your vice president. The world is right now in shambles because we have to incorporate all of that. We can't just incorporate the Netflix version of it.
This is why I said Civil War, but
It's
yeah.
all there.
Yeah.
You have
This is what it should have been.
Punisher. Obviously, that wasn't Punisher. That wasn't John Berthold
No,
walking.
it was not.
Now I know Punisher might be a little late because the accountant comes out in 2 weeks. So
The Accountant 3, Hell's Kitchen.
well, Accountant 2 coming out.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
him and Ben,
Yeah.
ironically,
Yeah.
Right?
He gave a few of them.
that's crazy. Ben Affleck and John Berthold. Ben Affleck played Daredevil.
Yep.
John Berthold plays Punisher.
That's funny.
They're both in a movie
Yeah.
of playing brothers and
Yup.
accountant, bro.
Yeah.
It writes itself,
Tight,
bro.
tight.
It is what it is.
It's perfect.
But so that's gonna bring him back
Yeah.
because Matt is going to track him down
Yeah.
and figure out like, why are you doing this? And he was like, what are you talking about? I ain't did none of this.
Thought he was retired, Red.
Yeah, which is gonna bring him out.
And he's going to need them.
Yeah, and Wilson Fisk, I think, wants Daredevil, and I think he how can I get Daredevil to come out? I think his main thing is I want to expose Daredevil to the world because I know his secret, but I can't tell nobody.
Right, yeah.
So I need him to come out any way he can.
That oath is real.
And he's staying man by his word.
Yeah.
But if I don't tell it and
Right.
somebody else does it for me, there it is.
B.B. Urick. That's why he wanted to do the story.
He wanted to research it, but he doesn't realize once Matt tells her he's the reason why.
Yeah. It's gonna full circle.
It's gonna be like, oh, because she's been researching him too.
Yes.
Man, this is dope,
big
man.
break.
How many episodes this season?
13, I believe.
All right, cool.
They haven't revealed the last
Because I swear if they had like 5 or 8, I
Nah.
feel like we gonna be missing out.
I believe it's like 13. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, but I remember hearing something about it was 13.
I wonder if Ice-T gonna show up, bro.
Real quick, man.
We know it was you, Wilson Fisk. We got your fingerprints. We saw you with the gauntlet and everything. You did it.
Don't.
Real quick, man. Shout out to the writers because they was in their bag. They was cooking with this episode, man. The court stuff really just drew me in, bro. I couldn't look away.
Yeah, living that experience, I know.
Yo, Nick, we got a problem.
Did you do it? Nah, it was really good. And the crazy thing is no action.
Right?
Yeah. Action, but no action.
It was all in there, and it was good energy. It wasn't
Fast-paced
boring. It
dialogue.
wasn't boring energy, man. It was good. But I just can't wait for the next episode, man. Damn.
Yeah, I'm really excited what that Punisher introduction is going to be because it's going to be crazy, man. Because I want to see how they're going to represent it. That last conversation him and Wilson had when they tried to get him in prison.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Like, what's going to be his dynamic now, and what's Punisher been doing up until that point? Because they said that his thing is going to be like a special.
Do you think? All right, let's not forget about Bullseye.
Poindexter.
He was caught. He's in jail. I said it in I think the last episode. Wilson doesn't have that guy, but does he? I think the guy, his second in command, was the guy that just killed him.
Possibly, yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Because when I say that, because when you do it, I'm doing a Chris Circle. Which one of y'all kicked me?
Me.
When the mob dudes lined up, he came out the shadows too.
Yeah.
You know, so
I like that those camera shots where they emerge from the shadows. They're bad guys. You don't want to see them all in the light. You know, let them have their mysterious pop outs.
Yeah,
right.
Great.
This episode was dope, bro.
Yeah. And before I get out of here, I just gotta give another shout out to VizCat, man. Shout out to you, brother. We went to New York a couple years back, He gave me that tour. He took me to the bar of they filmed Daredevil and Luke Cage and all that stuff like that. The church, and you saw in the Bronx. That's where I guess Edgar Allan Poe's second house or something like that. Right there, that park. Took me right there, and I got a chance to experience that. And then you had Stan Lee's apartment when he was a kid growing up was right over there, like right across from them stairs. I mean, those benches. And then Bill Finger and Bob Kane was across the street. That's where they grew up at back in the day, man. So that was a treat, man. That right there was a treat, man. That made me feel good because that made this episode 10 times better because it was like I was there.
Seeing places you know.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, they in the real world.
Yeah. So I saw this on online. Someone said that there's a comic book where Foggy faked his death. So then I thought to myself, I said, okay, the situation happened where in the beginning of it, because I went back and watched it, he was talking about, somebody was threatening his brother or something like that, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, why wouldn't you not tell Matt? And then he said the dumbest thing ever. I didn't want him to come back. Well, this fool's trying to kill us. Yeah. So what do you mean?
I didn't want to give you an excuse or something.
That's dumb. That's dumb. And it's foggy-ish, but it's non-foggy-ish, especially dealing with what you had just dealt with when people were trying to kill you and Karen. So you would want the most safe resolution, which is that. So then I think to myself, what if that Foggy was a Skrull?
Damn.
Because the Skrulls do exist, and they were in New York.
Yeah.
And what if? Because remember,
that would be wild.
And remember, we don't know what happened to Foggy when the blip hit.
Right.
We don't know if he disappeared or if he stayed.
Oh, I see where you're going. Okay.
Because there's a lot going on. Because now they officially merged them in. A lot of that could have occurred. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So we only really knew what happened after the blip due to the Falcon and Winter Soldier. That was the reset. Because we saw it through Mackey's point of view.
There's a
5-year gap.
And this has a big gap in it. So who's to say that Foggy isn't a Skrull? Who's to say that the real Foggy is being placed somewhere else and doesn't? And because remember, they had him. They had people like
who's to say that Karen's not a Skrull? If you want to put that out there, because
I don't. But I'm just saying, I think that Karen's behavior is exactly what it always been. But Foggy.
But yeah, he was like to took her out. He was toying with her.
And Foggy had a beard.
He wanted to make her suffer.
He did have a beard.
Foggy had a beard, bro. Yeah. So why would he? And granted, there's nothing wrong with growing a beard. But it's just, these are the things that make you think about Easter eggs all day. It's like, okay, maybe Foggy was a Skrull.
You got a gift, my friend. You got a gift. Oh, yeah. You saw that there was something that I was trying to do, and you figured that out. That's why you are who you are. God bless you. You got a fucking gift.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I really don't.
Yes, you do.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe he's in the mothership. Bootsy Collins and George Clinton. Like, maybe he's up there, bro.
That's hilarious.
You know what I'm saying? So,
that does throw some interesting things up in there.
You know what I mean? Maybe Foggy is in the mothership right now, man. He's up there with George Clinton and Bootsy Collins right now, bro. He's up there, bro, because it could happen. He had a beard.
Working on the Hell's Kitchen album.
You feel me? He had a legit beard, bro.
Yeah.
And he was clean shaven throughout
all them seasons, clean shaven. Now he got a beard. He was talking to girls now. He was building confidence, bro.
Skrulls got game.
You feel me? Like Foggy was like, like he was throwing all his gems at her.
Yeah.
Crazy, right?
Yeah, and that's why
it's foggy-ish. It's foggy-ish, but it's unfoggy-ish.
Yeah, because that's why Matt and Karen was looking at it like, wait, is this really happening?
I don't think they would ever took a character like that out in that severity. He might have been a Skrull, bro. And the real one is up there.
You have to kind of ask yourself, what was the one criticism that people were saying it was gonna not deliver, it was gonna be, they were gonna water it down. For them to do something like that in the first episode, it was like, okay, we're not playing games. We have to show some type of subvert the expectations, what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, but you have to bring all your mishaps and your good stuff.
They showed I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh no, go ahead.
They showed us the family together, knowing that they were going to pull something out of the strings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Showing them all together. Oh yeah, this is great. Something ain't right.
Yeah.
Something's about to go. So first episode. Like normally, like you do stuff like that in like maybe 4 or 5.
Yeah.
But I like that they did that early on just to keep us on our toes.
I don't. That's why we on our toes trying to figure this out, man. You know, I'm the detective and Batman.
But I think what I'm trying to say is I think it was a bold move to do that.
Yeah, no, we liked the move. The move. It was a bold move. It was cool,
especially in the very beginning of the first episode.
Yeah, but the thing is, why was it that move was so bold and so indirect?
Gotcha.
So I mean, so direct. There's reasoning for everything.
Yeah.
So that's where it puts me in that standpoint with Foggy. Is he really here or not? This is a new MCU. This is Daredevil Born Again. We can't really base off of what we had before because this is Born Again now. So they're mixing in all that. You know what I mean? Like once he said Spider-Man, that was a wrap.
All here.
They was all here because Spider-Man intervenes with all those scenarios.
Yeah.
With the scrolls, everything. Because when
Defenders, everybody's included.
Exactly. So if Spider-Man, if you speak of Spider-Man, and we know Spider-Man is an Avenger, and Avengers going against Skrull with Captain Marvel and all that stuff, it all mixed.
And this is why I said now it's officially Civil War.
And
like officially.
Well, but I'm just this is the last thing I'm gonna say because I gotta get out of here. But the thing is this: if this is true, I don't think it ruins the idea of how Foggy went out. It's still impactful. But what it does is it lets you know that they're doing a cleanup crew.
Yeah.
And they got to fix their ties because they got to tie it, even the bad movies, even the bad shows, even the things that didn't do well, even stuff like that. Like, you got to tie it all together because this is like we were just talking about earlier. We were talking about the longest running shows and everything like that. Days of Our Lives and what was the other one?
General Hospital
and stuff like that. Those are years and years of stories, and you have to tie that stuff together. And this is where they got to be at before you move forward with the new MCU, which I think should be a complete overhaul reboot. I mean, like, just start over from scratch. Like, everything needs to just go like, okay, we're going to break Loki's, all that, new timeline with new heroes, new actors. You can get some new actors to come in and play new characters. Like, I mean, they got Jason Momoa playing Lobo. You know what I mean? You could do stuff like that, but you have to completely clean it up because it has a lot of loose ties. And now that we're grounded, but this show is no longer grounded anymore. Kingpin got shot in the face in the head, bro. He's walking around with an eye.
Yeah.
Bullseye, literally, they reconstructed Bullseye.
He let Hawkeye live, so yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Like Echo is on some mythical abilities. White Tiger, he just said his amulet gives him powers, bro.
That is true.
She-Hulk is walking around, bro.
Yeah.
With what's the girl name? Her villain, what's her name? The model Titanus or something? I don't know.
Okay, no, you're right. Yeah.
It's something like that, right?
Titanus.
Something like that.
Yeah.
We need dinosaur power now.
There it is.
You know what I'm saying?
There it is.
Yeah.
But thanks, man.
So there, and he acknowledged Spider-Man. So Spider-Man's there, Iron Man's there, Cap is there. These heroes are there. Luke Cage is there. Luke Cage has powers. Jessica Jones has powers. Iron Fist, the real one, has powers. I don't know what the guy that acting's playing. He's not good at it, but you know what I mean? Which means Shang-Chi has powers.
Yep.
All this, and then remember, She-Hulk brought in Shang-Chi and Abomination.
Yeah.
So then that links up. So now Red Hulk, all that stuff is tying in with each other.
Yeah.
We just saw the leader that didn't look like one.
Right.
He looked like a servant, but we knew who he was.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, y'all. But you know, it's not about us.
It's about y'all.
Post your comments down below. Let us know your theories and where you think this show's gonna go, man. We're having fun. And please, ladies and gentlemen, don't put in the comment section you're overthinking it. That's the whole point of having fun with shows. I'm having fun with it. I don't care if I'm right or wrong.
I don't either.
I just like talking about stuff, man. This is what we did as kids, and we're gonna do it when we're grown-ups and when we get old. You know what I'm saying? That's what TV shows do. And I'm disappointed that it's weekly, but I love it that it's weekly because it's going to bring me back every week. Straight up, no joke. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
All right.
Hey,
there it is, y'all. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and press that subscribe button. Thumbs up this video. Don't forget to share Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Patreon. We can get the full-length reaction to this episode and many more.
Woo, y'all know what to do.
Press the button.
Also, if you want to show this channel love, make sure you look down below and join the YouTube membership.
What are you waiting for?
Do it.
There it is. I'm J3.
We're on the showdown.
It's your boy C.
Road to 100,000 subscribers.